Hello, everybody. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. What we could do, if you look at, we were spending $743 billion a year on war. The democratically controlled Senate just gave Biden a $25 billion increase. What if all of these defense contractors, with their resources and research committee, research facilities, their scientists, their laboratories, focused all of that on reversing climate change? We could do it. Like you said, the Manhattan Project, rather than focusing on laser guided weapons or nuclear warheads or whatever, we'll just like put their best brains on this thing and put all the money behind it. We could do it. I think we would at least have a chance, and it wouldn't seem so desolate. But right now, and the United States, the State Department and Joe Biden, the big lovey-dovey Democrats, they continue to demonize China and Russia because, we need a boogeyman to justify more military spending. And that military spending will be the end of us. It will kill the whole planet. What if we had real leadership that wasn't just greedy corporate warmongers like Joe Biden or Trump or Bush or Obama or Clinton or any of these maggots? And we're actually going, hey, China and Russia, let's work together. We're getting off of oil. Let's all work together and get the best brains, the best minds on this to work together to find a solution. But we got all this old, outdated, stupid war crap, and it's going to kill us all. But we could do exactly what you're talking about and put the best scientists. And look at how much money we spend on. If we took like just Boeing or Northrop Grumman, any of those companies, and go, instead of finding ways to blow up more poor people for stock prices to go up, let's find a way to save the planet. Like, how could we do it? I mean, who knows maybe what they already have. Maybe that's just like, we can, change the weather. I don't know. I'm just throwing like sci-fi stuff out there, but maybe, I've heard that there's some abilities to do that. We probably could. Oh, there's a drought here. We can actually inject something into the clouds to get rainwater here. You know what I mean? There's so many things we could do. We have all this amazing money and technology and resources, and all we do is spend it on war and, consumerism. And we focused it all, but we don't have real leaders. The world is run by sociopaths. The billionaires, the oligarchs that run this planet don't care about anybody. And in this country, all over the world, but in this country specifically, they're very skilled at propagandizing Americans and turning on each other. Everyone's fighting with each other, and it's working. The left is fighting. Everyone's mad. Everyone's fighting with this. Anything you say, I put out a post like, oh, hey, here's some options if you want to come to a show. Everyone's mad. Oh, I'm a Nazi now. Okay, great. I'm a Nazi. Got it. Yeah, I'm the problem. I'm the problem for sure. Everyone's divided. Everyone's fighting with each other. And we're all going to die as a result. But we could be, and every single person could be like, do your part. And everyone could be working with a purpose and the betterment of society. And again, it's not just doctors and scientists. Like, I always think about this analogy. Fire departments are a very vital thing that our society needs, right? And firefighters are looked at as heroes, and maybe kind of rightfully so. These are men and women willing to put their lives on the line to rescue people. But think about what makes a good fire department. Think about the mechanics that fix the trucks. Because if the trucks aren't running, I don't care how many well-trained, how much gear we got on that truck and how many well-trained firefighters we got on that truck. If the truck can't get to the house on fire, it don't matter. And there's a team of logistical people to make this happen. The 911 operators, whatever, just the janitor, whoever's keeping everything clean, whatever, just for that truck to get there, the people that make the gear for the firefighters, And they're just people in a factory, and it's a factory just like somebody who's making Nikes or whatever, but it's factory for equipment that we need to fight fires. It saves lives. And you see all of the job for every one firefighter. I don't know the actual statistic, but I'm guessing for every one firefighter, there's probably like 20 people in support positions to get that firefighter just up that ladder, decked out in equipment to help save that life. There's probably 20, maybe 30 people, maybe more. I don't even know. I might be lowballing it. But you see my point. And that could be for climate change. It's not like everyone is going to become a climate scientist. Not that's a certain type of personality to do that, but they need a whole, rebuilding the coral reefs. That's going to mean people driving boats, maintaining the boats, scuba gear. I mean, all these jobs can have. You see how this could work? Again, I use this analogy. I mean, because as a performer, when everything got shut down, I said, for me, one comedian to travel from Los Angeles to another city in America, there's roughly 70 jobs that are impacted for me to just travel, right? You start with, the person that drives me to the airport in the lift, that person. And I'm not even talking about the behind the scenes people. I buy my plane ticket online on the website or on the app. So there's somebody in the back end there dealing with that app. I go to the airport, the people who check my bags, the people who get my gate, the TSA agents, then the gate crew, then the flight attendants and the pilots on the plane. Then when the plane lands, everybody takes the bag. You see how it all adds up. Well, that would be the same thing in saving the planet. There's so many jobs to be made. There's so many jobs. I mean, work crews, that's what FDR did. You've ever been in a WPA theater, work project administration theater? One of the things FDR did, and that if any of these theaters built in the 30s, they all have amazing art in them, like tapestries and sculptures and moldings, because FDR said, well, we got to put artists to work too. It's not just architects and construction workers. We got to put the artists to work. I mean, I performed for the military on 7 different trips in Iraq and Afghanistan and Kuwait. I would gladly perform for the people at Boeing if Boeing and Raytheon and Northrop Grumman were working on fixing climate change rather than bombing poor people. I'd gladly do shows for them. I mean, I've worked as a Red Cross volunteer on disasters, and there's a whole team of people in an office coordinating the logistics. All right, we need to set up a shelter here. We need to get this, this truck to feed people here. Like, it's a massive logistical undertaking. And there's paid staff and there's volunteers. So that's my point. You're absolutely right. And everyone could be involved. And the person that bakes cakes for the firefighters, so that the firefighter has a nice pie to take home to their family after fighting fires all day, that job's important in the grand scheme of things. So the firefighter can go fight fires and then come home and take, have a cake with their family or whatever. That's important. That's important work. Like we saw during this pandemic, the person driving the truck full of food that's an essential worker. You can't work remotely you can't do that over Zoom. The cash, the person at the cash register, the person in the warehouse, the logistic manager, all these jobs are really important. And all of this infrastructure of labor would be used in a Green New Deal to reverse us from climate collapse. Or we can just, buy guns and fight each other online and eventually divulge into, not divulge, but just kind of disintegrate into civil war and chaos. Your choice. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Hey, everybody, it's Graham Elwood. We are going on the road, Ron Placone and I, in September and October. Check grahamelwood.com for tour dates, probably coming to a city near you. A lot of these shows have sold out in the past. We haven't been on the road in a year and a half because of the pandemic. Come out and join us. The post-pandemic comedy tour. Go to grahamelwood.com for tickets. New cities being announced every day. Join us and support what we do at patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood. Blockchain cryptocurrency platform. Thank you. You're making Gotham great again.